And the Houston Rockets, it is West Group C action and highly competitive with all 5 teams currently 1-1. That includes San Antonio, Portland, and Golden State. Check out the starting lineups for Denver. Aaron Gordon did not play in their last game. He was dealing with some injury management on the hamstring, but he's back in there tonight. Peyton Watson coming off a career performance in that victory over New Orleans. He had 32 points and 12 rebounds. Meanwhile, the Houston Rockets, they've won 10 of their last 11. They are scorching hot. Şengün has been at another level. Kevin Durant once again putting up big numbers. Amen Thompson has been adjusting to the new role. This is where they can go with the bigger lineup. Steven Adams at that center spot, and Şengün lining up at power forward. Nikola Jokic leads the NBA's in rebounding and assists, 7th in scoring. We are set to go. The Denver Nuggets in Houston to take on the Rockets. West Group C. This is the first of 3 meetings between these 2 teams. They will play the next 2 in Denver on December 20th and March the 11th. All 5 teams in the group of death enter the night at 1-1, Jeff.
It's one of those matchups that you look forward to all year because of the dynamics of not just the scoring with Kevin Durant and Jokic, but the similarities in the 2 teams of how they play, how they space their players and utilize their bigs in particular to initiate a lot of the offense.
Houston enters action number 1 in offensive rating in the NBA. Denver is number 2. We're in for a good one. Courtney Kirkland, Dedrick Taylor, JT Orr, our officiating crew, and the Nuggets control the tip. Murray circles, he's picked up by Smith, turns the corner and lays it in softly off the window to get the scoring started.
Well, you're talking about having a career start to his season. October and November has been money. And speaking
Johnson,
of which,
he's money in the paint. And that's been a big part of the development, according to Ime Udoka, knowing when to attack, when to set up your teammates. The jumper is silky smooth, and it's Murray with a downtown hit.
Being comfortable in that 2-man game, it's very difficult to decipher, do I go under, if I go over the top. Murray can turn the corner. 2 excellent decisions by Murray.
Thompson, Euros. Johnson was there defensively. He's called for a trip. So personal foul on Cam Johnson, one of the new faces for Denver.
Well, right here, Jabari Smith kind of standing straight up and down, and Şengün at the bottom couldn't rotate over. Now you lay on the screen, you choose to go up underneath. Murray's going to make you play. Going to make you pay on that every time, and Cam Johnson just a little late to the party, trying to get in front of Thompson.
Rockets have it on the side. They are riding their 2nd 5-game winning streak of the season. Şengün, ball fake. He's matched up with Gordon initially, and he sneaks his way to the rim for 2.
Point right there where you don't have to be fast, but making quick decisions and moves can open up opportunities. Şengün able to identify, attack, and finish at the rim.
Murray looked off a double screen. The jump shot is off. Şengün has got the board. He's averaging 10.4 per game. Thompson, he can shift it to another gear when he needs to. Şengün against Gordon. Help, Jokic. So they show double, kick out Smith. Off the drive and the pull-up pop, in and out. Adams couldn't grab it, Jokic does.
Yeah, good shot though. Jabari Smith able to get to his shot, but good defense that time by Cam Johnson.
David Adelman, Denver's head coach, told us first 3 minutes of the game, Jokic figures out what the team needs on the night. Do they need him to score? Do they need him to set up his teammates? Gordon, and he's hacked on the inside. Free throws coming up for Aaron Gordon. David Adelman, first full season as the head coach, took over for Michael Malone last year, got this team to the brink of the Western Conference Finals. They lost to the eventual NBA champions OKC in 7 games in the conference semifinals. And Ime Udoka, we've seen improvement each year. This is a team that was nowhere, and now they're a legitimate contender in the West.
Well, the roster construction leads itself to why they're so competitive. I know without Fred VanVleet, it's a margin that they have to deal with. But talking to Ime Udoka before the game, he said, listen, we were already in the process of taking all of the onus on Fred VanVleet to run the team, to spread it out a little bit more with Kevin Durant and Alvin Sengun anyway, before the injury.
Foul is called on Jabari Smith Jr. 1 out of 2 for Gordon. Half-court set here for Houston. Adams sets it up for Durant. Give and go. Adams is fouled by Johnson. So that's going to be number 2 on Cam Johnson. So we alluded to it, where this team was and where they are today. What Udoka has done, GM Rafael Stone, in turning this roster over, building it, obviously adding pieces in the draft, but then going out and landing Kevin Durant, recognizing that they needed somebody to help lead the way to get over the hump.
Well, it's always been a thing. Youth with Jalen Green and also Kevin Porter Jr. when Sengun was young. It had its ups, downs, positives, and negatives. They figured out from a roster construction we needed to have a little bit more stability as we grow, and they've done that. And as a result, because of these pieces, you can turn it around a little bit quicker, Ryan, because of that level of maturity which you brought in. And that's not taking anything away from the players that, left the organization.
Denver has to make a change because of the 2 fouls on Johnson. So Tim Hardaway Jr., who has been tremendous for the Nuggets, checks in. Gordon, step back Jay, off and out of bounds. One thing to keep an eye on with Houston, they're playing more zone than any team in the NBA this season. Not something that Ime Udoka normally subscribes to, but it's worked for him and his team.
Well, it has, because they're an excellent defensive rebounding team. And a lot of times that's what you give up is offensive rebounds. But because this team is so big and athletic, and speaking of which, Thompson able to get to the home, they're able to play longer durations and stretches in their zone defense.
Push the tempo, and the layup goes for Watson. That great length, 7-foot wingspan. What they're asking Watson to do on a nightly basis, play great defense, and the offense will come.
Well, if you're on the court getting ticks defensively, offensively, you're going to have some opportunities like he had the other night. 32 points career high because Aaron Gordon was out of the game due to injury.
Gordon flips it up, doesn't get the roll. He was grabbing at the back of his right leg, and he's called on a travel.
Yeah, that time he's been moving a little gingerly, but this is not a ginger move right here. It's the fast break. Now, different averages about 14.5 points a game. Fast break, and it looked like Aaron Gordon may have, and I hope not, re-injured that hamstring.
Yeah, that's the area that he grabbed immediately. He landed awkwardly, and now athletic trainer Dan Shamensky will have a chat with Gordon.
Well, watch as he plants right there.
Yep.
You see how his leg buckled? And, the hamstrings, the thing about it, I've never had one myself, but being in this league and understanding this, the long-term effect of not allowing it to heal, it comes back to bite you. And as a player, you want to get back into the action and participate, but you got to be a little selfish sometimes to get as healthy as you can.
Thompson lines it up. The Rainbow J, no. Now they're playing Jokic along with Valanciunas. So they go big up front in the absence of Gordon. Bigger. Post-up opportunity. Jokic against Sengun. Murray grabs Durant with him. Shot clock down to 5. Valanciunas misses on a 3-ball. Jokic is there. Knocked away. He brought it down low. Thompson ahead. Smith going to the rim. And it's out of bounds. No foul called. Smith can't believe it, nor can the Rockets fans.
But that's how quickly the transition can go over. Even though this is a bigger lineup for Houston, see Aaron Gordon in the back there, they still get out and run and send Gordon right there with an open shot.
Rebounded by Adams. Good look. Durant around and out. Houston can't buy one. They're 2 of 8. Missed their last 6. Hardaway. He misses from the side. The rebound bounces over to Denver. Hardaway misses again straight away. Right back out for Watson. Hardaway thought about 3 for the price of 1. Instead, it's Murray. Watson, the ball is popping. Hardaway bangs in a triple.
Now, do you think he was going to turn that one down?
No.
Of course. So that's your 3-1, but it's because the multiple chances on the offensive end, the defense was scrambled. Peyton Watson with a very good play to attract the defense and get it over.
And the ball was tipped by Jokic. The question was, did it go off Şengün? It did not. So Houston will retain. Some early frustration here for the Rockets, who are coming off a 114-104 win in Cleveland on Wednesday night. Half-court set. Durant rises up. Off the rim. Hardaway the board. Denver trying to extend the lead here. Valanciunas the high screen. Two-man game with Murray. Valanciunas doesn't go. Cleared by Smith. Thompson probing, missing. Rebound Adams. Houston has missed its last 8 from the field. Durant the cross. Durant the floater. He gets the roll.
Yeah, Durant got to his spot that time, not to be denied. 6'10", 7 foot, whatever you want to call it. If he can get 2 feet in the paint, he might as well cancel Christmas.
11-6 Denver. No one's canceling Christmas. Rich. Valanciunas in the paint.
I tell you what, David Adelman has to be feeling a lot better, because the last 2 games against Minnesota and Chicago, Denver started off slow in the first quarter and had to figure their way out in the second, but an excellent start for the road team.
Şengün, no. Adams. And it taken away by Watson. And a steal by Durant. Durant angles in for the jam. Big finish for KD. He wanted a foul on top of it. Thought he got hit on the noggin.
Well, I'm surprised at half court the officials didn't call what looked to be almost like a take foul by Peyton Watson. And KD is still confused a little bit.
Off the steal, Durant did get held a bit right there. No call. And then he takes it in for the flush. No call. First quarter action continues on Prime. Emirates NBA Cup on Prime, presented by Wingstop. Denver up on Houston 13-8. This is important action tonight in West Group C. Ian Eagle, Jim Jackson, Allie Clifton, the rest of our crew. Jim, nice to be reunited with you, by the way.
Starsky and Hutch, back together.
Wait, am I Starsky or
whatever you want to be? You
I can be Hutch.
Yeah, you can be. Yeah,
all right,
you got.
I'm gonna think about it.
Now, the young viewers at home, like who?
No,
what are
they're gonna have to Google
that.
All right, what's your assessment? Early action so far.
That you said this, that Jokic trying to figure out what role he wants to play early. So he's been facilitator, and his teammates have kind of done the rest. Houston right now defensively got to lean in a little bit more and not allow the open shots early in the offense for the Nuggets.
Jokic is yet to attempt a field goal. He does have 5 rebounds. Denver 5 of 12. Houston 4 of 13. These are 2 of the best offensive teams in the NBA. And right now it's been more defensive. Valanciunas going to work over Capella. No.
I like to play the high-low that time because of the spacing necessary. And when you're guarding Jokic, you got to guard him up close and personal, able to get Valanciunas down low.
Capella blocked by Valanciunas, and he saves it for Jokic. Get it ahead, too high, even for Watson.
I will say this, in the 2 games to Minnesota and Chicago, early turnovers have been a detriment to the Nugget offense. I mean, right now they're able to get away with it up 5, but that also has been something that I know the coaching staff has preached and talked to the Nuggets about, valuing the basketball, especially at the beginning of the game on the road.
Bruce Brown is in his 2nd stint with Denver, won a title with the Nuggets, and obviously has come back and has fit right in. Can provide so many different things for this team. They're playing without Christian Brown. He's out with a left ankle sprain, and then the injury to Gordon early. We'll get more from Allie on that coming up. Smith in and out, and it's rebounded by Brown. So we were expecting, this game could be 130 to 128. May not crack 100. They will. Jokic with a three.
Assessing what he needs to do that time in transition or the secondary break. Capella backs up, but that just shows you when Jokic wants to score, it's automatic.
Everything's been a little bit off here for Houston. Şengün, bounce it, get it back from Capella. 6 to shoot. Şengün over Jokic. In and out for the Rockets.
Well, it's almost like there's no offensive rhythm yet for the Rockets.
Turnover. That's 5 now for Denver. Up the floor in a hurry. Şengün. Jokic gets back defensively. Valanciunas settles in. Şengün. He's facing both of them. Lob it toward the rim. Capella got negated by the iron. Watson runs the floor and is rewarded. 10-point lead for Denver. Houston out of sorts. 3:22 to go in this opening quarter. Thompson trying to get it initiated against Hardaway. The cut. Oh, the swarming defense. Jokic the steal. Ahead. Watson long strides. Off-balance delivery. He draws the foul. Watson's been a one-man fast break here for Denver. Let's check out the upcoming national TV schedule. NBA TV tomorrow night. The Knicks are at Orlando. Milwaukee is home for Detroit. Peacock on Monday. Cleveland and Toronto. Houston is at Phoenix. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app for more.
Well, part of the challenge, too, with Houston, their last offensive play, with Amen Thompson up top, guys are going to back up. So that clogs up the lane. The spacing is not there. So that's where you miss a Fred VanVleet on that pick and roll, where now you have to extend your defense. When you turn the corner, you have options. But that particular occasion, everything was muddled up, and as a result, the passing lanes are not there. Out fast breaking once again with the Nuggets.
Let's get an Aaron Gordon update right now from Allie Clifton. Allie?
Yeah, and Denver telling me Aaron Gordon has suffered a right hamstring strain. He is questionable to return.
And that was the issue. That's why he did not play in that victory over New Orleans on Wednesday night. Denver has a back-to-back. They'll be home for Sacramento tomorrow night. It was all about injury management for Gordon. Reed Shepherd is in. His shooting numbers have been excellent. Shepherd has it knocked away and stolen by Brown. Houston having a tough time putting together quality sets. Okogie, this is a tall order. Help from Shepherd. Jokic turns and he draws the foul. Denver can add to its lead. Jokic going to the free throw line. Slow start for the Rockets. And the Nuggets trying to pound.
Welcome back to Houston, and on a night that brings two of the top teams in the West going head-to-head. It's really the matchup within the matchup that brings so much intrigue. Nikola Jokic versus that of the man once referred to as Baby Jokic, Alperen Şengün. But as years have progressed, Alperen says now, I have my own team, my own thing, and I'm writing my own story. Alperen told me this morning after shoot-around, guys, I have huge respect for Nikola. He was the guy I was looking up to. I wanted to be like in the NBA. Called Jokic the best in the world, saying I don't back down against anybody. In fact, Alpi relishes these moments going against the best. But Ian, look, Nikola is 30, Alpi just 23. But he told me one day Nikola will retire, and he hopes to be in that spot when it happens. Looked at as one of the best in this league.
And Allie, the way they both handled all the questions leading up to this has been very impressive. Respectful of the other player, recognizing the talents. Jokic, I think, set the tone by saying, hey, Şengün is his own thing. He's not a version of me. And that alleviated a lot of the chatter. And Şengün has obviously taken a huge step forward.
But you expect that from Jokic from this perspective, is that he understands who Şengün is as a player. Yes, there are similarities, but there are differences as well. But to be able to see both operate at the high level from the center position, I think says a lot. Because in today's game, we get caught up in the pace and space and three-point shooting, but those two are two of the best.
Spencer Jones is in the game for Denver in his second year out of Stanford. This is now a 7-0 run for the Nuggets. They lead it 20-8. Capella hands it off to Durant. Shading is Jokic. One-on-one right now is Watson. Durant on the turnaround. Popped up in the air. Smith couldn't finish it. And it's knocked out of bounds off of Houston.
Well, they're crowding the space at Durant. That time, Kevin wanted to get to the middle, but Bruce Brown was right there to kind of take away that open lane. And that's where they struggled in their 3 losses against OKC, against Detroit, and also the Spurs, is when they doubled Kevin Durant and got the ball out of his hands.
Jokic over Capella. No. Watson keeps it alive, and it's claimed by Jones. So another offensive rebound. Capella got a piece of it. Jokic, under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Bullet feed. Watson rejected by Smith. Watson sticks with it. That won't go. Rebound. Jokic has got it. And a foul on Smith. Relentless nature of the Denver Nuggets working the offensive glass.
Well, it's a reason why Denver is 5-2 on the road. They look like they're the quicker, faster team, in particular to those 50-50 balls.
We talked to David Adelman. He said, yes, we've got some new faces, but they've all provided substance. It's not just about depth. It's about what they bring to the team. He mentioned Valanciunas. They've been looking for someone in that role that could spell Jokic and then play alongside him. Cam Johnson has gotten it going the last few games. Bruce Brown already knew the system, and Tim Hardaway Jr. just said, put him on the floor. He's going to make shots eventually.
And that's Spencer Jones. In their last game in the second quarter against Chicago, he kind of turned the tide with his energy. Didn't score. Had steals, had deflections, rebounds. Defensively, he changed the dynamic for the Nuggets.
He's very physical and he's versatile. Very smart defender. Durant put it on the board. Kevin Durant trying to get the Rockets going. Denver's got 6 offensive rebounds, so a lot of second chance opportunities. They're number 2 in the NBA in second chance points. They're 4th in fast break points. Jokic getting into the teeth of the defense. He's got 7. Shepherd. Keep it on the outside. Durant will hit 1 minute to go here in the first. Denver has held Houston in check. They've taken them out of their stuff. Şengün on a kick. Shepherd. Nice touch.
Drive the closeout. I mean, they understand that they respect Shepherd for his 3-point shooting, and that's the progression of a young player understanding when the shot is there and when to put it on the deck.
Hardaway comes up short. Durant with the board. 2-for-1 opportunity here for Houston. Şengün using the Durant screen. Durant puts it on the floor. He tried to dump it inside. Jokic steps in front, gets it ahead. Terrific pass to Brown, who lays it in. They can beat you in so many different ways. 25-12 Nuggets. They have 7 fast break points. Jones digging in against Şengün. There's a 2-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Şengün gives up his dribble. Corner. Kogi. Way off. An air ball. Caught by Thompson. Running out of time. Thompson the flip. No. It's a shot clock violation. The ball never hit the rim, according to the officials.
And Houston having a struggle in their offensive set. So give a lot of credit to the activity of the Nuggets. Closing those gaps, not allowing dribble penetration, 2 feet in the paint as a result.
Jokic nearly went down. He was practicing those in pregame. That's a makeable shot for Nikola Jokic. Denver holds Houston to 26%. They lead the Rockets 25-12 on Prime. Wingstop is here. And by CarMax. You want to drive? Start of the second quarter in Houston. The numbers are astounding. Rockets shoot just 26% in the first quarter. They do not make a 3, 0 of 4. They do not make a free throw, 0 of 2. They get out-rebounded by Denver 19-10. And they're in a double-digit hole to start the second. Shepherd, his jump shot, won't go. Şengün grabbed it, and there was a foul on the inside.
As a result, too, you have Holiday now that's in, Aaron Holiday that's in the game. Maybe that allowed the pace to quicken up a little bit, not just in transition, but pace in the half-court sets, which will shift this defense, and maybe you'll give the Rockets some easier looks at the basket.
Foul was called on Spencer Jones, a loose ball foul. 25-12 Denver. Shot clock at 10. Shepherd nails a triple straight away.
And 2 Serena rolls back-to-back. That time Shepherd able to knock it in.
And they cut the Denver lead to 10. Jets underway here in the second quarter. Murray back in there. Murray can't hit the 3. Long rebound. Tracked down by Johnson. He left early with 2 fouls. The stroke, no. Şengün the board. Denver 25, Houston 15. Şengün trailing the play. Jones steps up to defend him. Şengün nearly got the banker. He is going to the free throw line. And that's back-to-back fouls on Spencer Jones.
Well, quick hitting plays in the half-court set. If you can force this defense to give you gaps in space, Shepherd that time 1 dribble pull-up, and then in their secondary break, Şengün, a favorite move to spin back to that left shoulder. Jones is like, what more can I do?
So it is Şengün to the free throw line where he shoots it at 82%. This is year number 5, and it's scary when you look at his numbers through 4 years compared to Jokic's numbers through 4 years, how eerily similar they are. Jokic has gone on to win 3 MVPs, Finals MVP, the whole 9 yards.
So what you're saying? You're saying that?
No.
But you're saying that he?
No. I'm saying that the numbers are very similar. I'm not extrapolating.
Okay. No, but he's on the path where the ownership and responsibility has been given to him. He's accepted it and excelled, and as a result, this Houston team is much better.
25-16, Denver leads it. Johnson, open look. Missed it. Jones flies in for the rebound. They get a reload. Murray to Brown. 9 to shoot. Down to 10:42 to go in this first half. Murray trying to make his move on Shepherd. That pass deflected to Brown, and the flip doesn't go. Johnson, the rebound, but Shepherd is there to retrieve it. Şengün looking to run the floor with his team down by 9. Gets around Brown, loses control of it, secures it. Shot clock is at 10. Shepherd got caught in the air. And Thompson now with 5 to shoot. Lob it upstairs. Adams couldn't control. Turnover, Houston.
Yeah, and Bird, you got to throw that on the other side of the backboard, the rim, and the corner. So Adams is the only one that can get it.
Brown drives, kicks. Johnson too strong. Adams knocks it over to Şengün. Ahead for Holiday. Played well their last game. Can't hit the 3. Adams the offensive rebound. 25-16 Denver. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the second. Şengün draws a crowd, and he passes to no man's land. Intercepted by Brown. 2-on-1 developing. Brown to Murray for 2. Denver extends the lead. That's 7 Houston turnovers. Nuggets up by 11. 9:27 to play. First half. Shepherd. The 3 is short. Murray allows it to bounce out of bounds.
They give this Nuggets team a lot of credit. Defensively, you got 2-3 bodies around, and now active hands lead to a deflection, and now Murray didn't get the dunk, but he got the 0-footer right there, able to take that out and put it in.
Houston is 1 of 8 from 3-point territory. Murray to Jones, extra pass Brown. He got Şengün to commit. Brown leaves it inside. Valanciunas with the finish. Denver goes in front 29-16. Şengün bumping bodies. The feathery touch.
Got to a spot that time to use that big body, but excellent, I think, for the Nuggets, too, their ability to shift this Houston defense, open up gaps, getting some high-quality shots.
Denver currently number 2 in the Western Conference behind OKC. Brown, tough dribble drive. Contested finish, and he gets it done. 31-18. Denver. Shepherd cross, flips it up and in. 7 now for Reed Sheppard off the bench. 11-point lead for the Nuggets. Murray, a lot of contact with Şengün. It's an offensive foul. Jokic thought it was the wrong call. He's telling the bench they should challenge it.
Well, Şengün is outside of the lane and he doesn't shift. Set. He might be still moving a little bit.
That is the second foul on Jamal Murray. Houston with Şengün, Adams, Thompson, Sheppard, and Holiday. Thompson, the fade, no, tiptoe by Adams. Houston has cut it to 9, 7:40 remaining. First half. Neither team shooting it well, 40% for Denver. Şengün steps in, steal, oh, what a feed to Sheppard! Rising up for the flush. Şengün getting down and dirty, and then a beautiful dish. Şengün with the awareness. He knew his teammate would be there, and then Sheppard does the rest. Climbing. Experience the Emirates NBA Cup live in Las Vegas. Semifinals championship takeover T-Mobile Arena, December 13th and 16th. Don't miss the moment we crown the next champion. Get your tickets right now at NBAEvents.com. The run by the Rockets has brought some juice back into the arena. And it's 31-24 Denver. Out of the timeout, shot clock down to 6. Valanciunas attacking, kicking into the second row.
And notice the activity. Offense gets started. Now the juices are flowing. Excellent defensive possession that time made Valanciunas think he was open. Forced him to throw an errant pass, another turnover. That's 4 right now in the second quarter for the Nuggets.
And 9 overall for Denver in the first half. No Aaron Gordon, left this game early, strained hamstring. Sheppard finds his spot. Reed Sheppard has been a difference maker. 8-0 run for the Rockets.
Last 7 games, averaging 15 points a game, shooting 57%. You see why on that play.
He's got 11 and 8 minutes of action. Murray circling, trying to get around Adams. Oh, what a find to Valanciunas for the easy layup.
Yeah, patience, persistence that time. Murray attracting the defense, diamond Valanciunas for an easy one. Another paint point for the Nuggets.
More minutes for Aaron Holiday in the absence of Tari Eason. Eason is out 3 to 5 more weeks with an oblique injury. Sheppard one-on-one with Murray. The pull-up pop. Does he go? Jones stumbling comes away with it. Bodies flying. And Bruce Brown is just coasting up the floor, doing as he pleases. He's contributed in steals. He's contributed in assists. And now the scoring for Brown. He's got 6. Holiday. No. Rebounded by Johnson.
But it's Brown's energy. I mean, to have him back in the fold, understanding dynamics of his team, and there's a shot.
In and out on a 3. Loose ball foul. It's staying right here. That's the effort once again of Spencer Jones, who's just throwing his body around.
Jamal Murray in transition, eyes up. Keep it simple. Bounce pass. You know Bruce Brown is going to run the court and making their defense benefit their offense there in transition.
Foul was called on Smith. And that is number 3 on Jabari Smith Jr., who is 0 of 4 from the field. And he remains in there for Houston. Trying to bring this lead back to double figures. 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Brown around Sheppard. Sheppard got a piece, but apparently got some body. Foul call.
And Brown able to catch, turn, and get inside. And that time, no resistance. An easy call for the official.
Sheppard got him on the chop down. Bruce Brown, his fingerprints have been all over this first half. Might have a blood situation here with Sheppard. Nope, this is pointing out who the foul was on, I presume. And Brown to the free throw line, the 8-year veteran. Back for a second stint in Denver, won a title with the team in 2023. He's played with Detroit, Brooklyn, Indiana, Toronto, New Orleans. Multifaceted. And David Adelman said it's like no time passed.
No,
just came back in and it was seamless.
Well, this is where in your Nuggets, where the way he plays, he belongs. It is evident by how he impacts the game for this Nuggets team.
Kevin Durant back in there, 6 points in 12 minutes of action. He wants to dance with Jones. Got a three. 37-29. The cut by Hardaway. He protects, but he couldn't finish. And Durant with the board. Be grabbing at his right ear. Swing it. Sengun. Extra. Shepherd. Got it. Timeout. Denver. Rockets have looked like a different team offensively in the second quarter. They have cut the Nuggets lead to 5. And the group of death, Taylor. This is a stacked Group C. Nuggets, Rockets, Spurs, Blazers, Warriors, all 1-1. Nuggets currently leading the way because of the diff, a +23, but this is a critical one tonight. When we asked David Adelman about the cup, he said, yeah, we've never fared well in it, and the guys are aware of it. We want to go to Vegas. We want to be a part of it. It matters to them. Houston did last year, got to the semifinals, and Ime Udoka told us it was huge for a young team to just feel that kind of emotion, winning on a bigger stage. Johnson Euros, kicks, Murray, he trapped.
The timeout. Wanted to get some deep paint touches, but once again, the communication has been there this quarter, the activity and awareness by Houston on the defensive end.
Reed Shepherd, his confidence is so much higher than it was a year ago when he was just not getting many opportunities. And it's a defensive 3 seconds called against Denver, so Houston's going to get a free throw. He was picked 3rd overall, so the expectations were high. There just wasn't really a role for him last year with a healthy Fred VanVleet.
No, it wasn't. And, you know, sometimes you got to kind of go through the learning process of the league because of how the roster is built. But this year and over the summer, you see Fred VanVleet right there, he kept his mind right. So when his number is called, he's not pouting. He's not worrying about what didn't happen last year. He's performing at a high level now. It's paying off.
Get more from Allen.
Yeah, and that growth and consistency of Reed, it hasn't gone unnoticed either from his teammates. In fact, after his season high of 21 versus the Wizards, he said Amen Thompson told him in the weight room postgame that, quote, if you take one more dribble when you are open and there is no shooting, I'm going to punch you in the face. Kidding, of course, but it is that playful back and forth and that accountability from his teammates that Reed appreciates and says it factors into his overall confidence. It's also something Amen has been preaching, Reed said, since last year, and it continues to hit home even now.
Yeah, we don't love threatening with physical violence, but it was done jokingly. Shepherd has listened. Bottom on a 3. 7 of 10 from the field, 17 points in 11 minutes. We got a 1-point game. 10-0 run for the Rockets. Drop step, Jokic against Sengun, the primetime matchup. Jokic can't get it to go.
Deep post position. Rarely do you see Jokic miss it from that close.
Shepherd defended by Hardaway. Jab step. Inside. Thompson puts it down. And the Rockets take the lead. A different Houston team here in the second. Hardaway quiets the crowd.
Yeah, good answer that time. Tried to trap a little bit on that. Hardaway was able to escape, but it's been Reed Shepherd not just finding the bottom of the net, but making plays off the dribble for his teammates.
Corner, Smith can't get the 3. And Jabari Smith is 0 of 5 from the field in 15 minutes of action. 39-38 Nuggets. Jokic, he did get the foul call, but it was on the sweep move, so he's not going to get the free throws.
Now dribble penetration, able to get out in transition. This is where Houston is really good in the trailer. Kick over, Reed Sheppard, good ball, corner pocket. And then Sheppard looking through the defense, delivers. Thompson patiently waiting. Able to use that athleticism. Get an easy 2 inside.
Second foul on Şengün. Houston shooting 56% in the second quarter. Denver's at 40%. Jokic with Şengün. Help from Sheppard. Johnson, swing it. Hardaway, pull up pop. It goes for Tim Hardaway Jr.
How big is he, Hardaway Jr. been for this Nuggets team? You're talking about finding the right landing spot.
Signed to a 1-year, $3.6 million deal. He's averaging 11 points off the bat. Sheppard on fire! Points for Sheppard in the first half. Murray couldn't finish on the scoop. Rockets are running with Thompson. Thompson surveys. Plenty of time on the shot clock. We're down to 1:38 to play in this first half. We're tied at 41. Durant to Okogie. Book it. A three. Rockets 44, Nuggets 41. Just over a minute to play in this first half. Jokic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. You're so afraid of the pass, you back off and try to take away those backdoor cuts, and Jokic just has shooting practice, able to knock that one in.
Durant bounces, Şengün, extra, Okogie, can't hit the three. Şengün goes down, Jokic ahead for Johnson, attack mode, Johnson scoops it home. 46-44, Denver. First 2 of the night for Cam Johnson. Underneath, Okogie, inside. Right now, let's take a look at the live odds presented by FanDuel. So the West Group C, right now the Nuggets the favorite. But all of these teams certainly capable. The diff is a big issue right now for San Antonio. Houston's got a 1-point lead over Denver. Emirates NBA Cup action tonight. Do you like the red court? It stands out for you?
You know what? It looks better in person on TV than get you, though. I'm telling you.
Murray. Shot clock is down to 2. Has to go down to get it. He's going to run out of time. So shot clock violation.
I don't know what the switch was, what Ime Udoka sent to his guys after the first quarter. But remember, we talked about Denver seeing quicker to the ball, those 50-50 balls more active, but that isn't the case here in this second quarter for the Rockets.
Yeah, Reed Sheppard has helped provide the impetus here for Houston. Came off the bench, instantly made shots, and it settled everything down. Houston, they just weren't making shots. The foul is called, and Smith is going the line with 2 seconds left. 15. Cam Johnson cannot believe it. It's his 3rd personal.
Well, Cam tried to help a little bit on KD, got to the side of Jabari up top. And let's take a look and see on the follow through there. So that's the emphasis this year on that call, and is the follow through foul.
And Jim, it's 3 free throws here for Smith.
And maybe that gets Jabari Smith Jr. going right here. See that follow through? And then the foul right there. You know, last year that was, you know, hand is a part of the ball. Not called, but not this year. And the official's been consistent with that call as well.
And stay tuned for the hat presented by AT&T. Taylor Rooks, Swin Cash, Udonis Haslem, Dirk Nowitzki, Candace Parker. Terrific crew ready to break down this first half, and we'll have cup dates with all the action around the NBA tonight. 49-46. Houston has another free throw coming. What a turnaround. 25% in the first quarter. They're shooting 59% in the second quarter. They've gone 6 out of 13 from three-point territory. Shepherd has 4 of them. 2 out of 3. Walks in three-quarter court. It was online, just a little short. 12 points in the first for Houston. They back it up with a 37-point second quarter, and they've got the lead at the break, 49-46 over the Denver Nuggets. Stay tuned for the half presented by AT&T. It's coming up. Emirates NBA Cup action once again on Prime. The Rockets leading the Nuggets in a big one tonight in Houston.
It's halftime in Houston. Late run from the Rockets has them up by 3. Welcome in. I'm Taylor Rooks, joined by Dirk Nowitzki, Candace Parker, Swin Cash, and Udonis Haslem. I mean, after a season-low 12 points in the first quarter, they had 37 in the second. And UD, you saw Ime make an adjustment that helped unlock the Rockets.
Yes, we're all excited for the Sengun and Joker matchup, but Reed Shepherd, it has been him. He has been him in his first half, and I love the adjustment because when you have a man Thompson up top, as athletic as he is, when you come off those pick and rolls, as you see right here, the guards are able to go under. So there's no advantage created. There's no trigger. You're creating no advantages for the guys. So right now, this one leads into a turnover because you can go under on Thompson because he's not a great shooter right now. I'm sure he will work on that. So when you bring Reed Shepherd in the game, who's a guy who can shoot the ball and stretch the floor, you have to go over on those pick and rolls. So if you have to go over, you create an advantage immediately, and he can shoot the ball. So if you're in a drop, this is target practice for a guy like Reed Shepherd. So this was an amazing adjustment by Ime to take Thompson off the ball, keep him in the game, put him on the baseline. He can work down there. But when you come off that ball up top, you have a shot or you can get downhill, which he got downhill as well. So I love that adjustment by him. Stagnant in the first half, not getting triggers, not creating advantages. Obviously, when Reed Shepherd came in, all that changed.
Yeah. Candace, he brings a new element.
Yeah, he brings a new element, and I think in terms of a post player, when you're running up to set a screen on a guard where you know that they have to go over, you set it in a different way, and it loosens up the backside of the defense because you have to bring another help side defender. Sengun, KD, they're all gonna get a lot of attention. So if you have somebody that can open up the defense just by being on the floor, can knock down the 3, he's the reason they were up.
Yes.
And I say them. Denver was up 18-8. We were wondering if they were going to be able to score in that first quarter. And insert Reed Shepherd, who came in, settled the offense down, got them open looks, and got them back in this game.
And I think just real quickly, I want to add, with Aaron Gordon going out of the game, your bigs, now you have 2 bigs that are not used to being up in coverage and having the ability to switch. So making that adjustment gets you easy shots, then gets you starting to flow. So that's a great adjustment by Ime.
And Swin, on the Nugget side of things, you feel like Bruce Brown is doing a little bit of everything.
Listen, this is why they went and got him and brought him back to Denver. You win a championship with this team. You understand you have to do your part. And there's not a guy, I don't think, in this league that knows his role better than Bruce Brown. He is the glue. He came into the game. He had 3 steals in the first half. His activity leads to opportunities in transition. Here you see throwing the ball up to Jamal. But he makes the right play and the right decision. You're not going to see him speed up too fast. He's going to get to his spots, UD. And once he gets there, it's good activity for the Nuggets. So great job by that front office of bringing him back in because it's for moments like this, and his activity keeps that team rolling.
Dirk, we talked a lot about Sengun coming into tonight, but the Nuggets are definitely doing some things defensively that are giving him some problems.
Yeah, the Nuggets are doing well on a defensive end. On the offense, they're struggling a bit. They're not shooting the ball well. They only scored 46 points, which is, they're a high-scoring team. But on defense, they are doing a good job. slowing Sengun down. They're, kind of swarming him a bit. They're not letting him get too deep. They're meeting him earlier, they're bodying him. He's usually bullying guys low. Then he can spin, and his jump hook is right at the rim. But here, Joker stood him up earlier, then he's kind of stuck there, and then, he settles for this jumper, I guess you'll give him. So they're doing a good job. A couple of his post-ups, they came from the low side and trapped him, made him pass the ball. But, I mean, even without Sengun scoring big, they had 37 points in the second quarter, so they're still scored enough, and I feel like on the Denver side, they need to get their offense unlocked and going.
They held Sengun to just one shot at the rim in the first half. He came into tonight averaging almost 6. As our resident defender, you looking at that, UD.
Joker didn't take his first shot until about 3 minutes in the first quarter. So I'm thinking both of those guys are trying to feel it out, get a little shadow boxing going on. I think they'll be more aggressive for sure in the second half.
Matchup.
Yeah. Time for Court Connection, presented by AT&T. Alperen Sengun leading the Rockets in assists this season. Improvising here, finding Reed Sheppard. Rockets up by 3. We will be back with more at the half, presented by AT&T.
A little fingertip, but we gonna count it. We'll count it, Reed.
Chase Center. Early in the first quarter, Blazers up 9. Steph Curry almost turns it over. Gets the ball back. Banks in a floater. Warriors within 7. Later in the first, Denny Advia drives, dishes to Robert Williams for the dunk. Ball. Portland up 5 early in the Bay. As Dame watches on.
Dame, can I borrow your chain?
And the shades, too. Send them shades.
Let us hold some, Dame. All right, Denver Nuggets at the top. Houston Rockets at number 2. Good matchup. Big consequences at the end of this night for the NBA Cup. Now, elsewhere in Group C, Jokic and the Nuggets trail the Rockets by 3 at the break. Second half is up next from Houston.
The Half is presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Reed Sheppard of the Houston Rockets. He has been poetry in motion tonight at home. Emirates NBA Cup action, 49-46, the Rockets in front. Ian Eagle, Jim Jackson, Allie Clifton. Sheppard changed the game. Yep. Denver controlled the action in the first quarter, and then Sheppard came in second quarter. Whole different story.
Well, he came in with a lot of confidence. I mean, from the last 4 or 5 games, he's been feeling that now is the time for him to kind of establish himself who he is.
All right, let's look at some of the numbers. It shifted. First half stats presented by Kia. We just assumed, all right, it's going to be the Jokic Sengun show. And there have been moments, but it has truly been Reed Sheppard that has owned the night so far.
Well, listen, he came into this game, Reed Sheppard. He's made 22 of 43 three-point shots. So you think he has confidence? Yes. As a result, he's 4 for 6 from the three-point line in that second quarter. But what that allows him to do now is you're going to overreact to the three-point shot. He's been able to get himself in the lane as well. So all around outstanding quarter, but I love the energy, the playmaking, and the effort, not only by him, but his teammates of the Houston Rockets.
And you mentioned this early with the injury to Fred VanVleet. Of course, roles shift. Yep. But Ime Udoka told us prior to the game, even if VanVleet was healthy, they were going to start changing some things to take some of the onus off VanVleet and put some on the plate of Sheppard and Sengun and Thompson. Obviously, the process has been expedited.
And as a result, Reed Sheppard getting the call to start this third quarter.
High screen, Sengun sets it for Durant. Durant drives. With the shot clock winding down, it doesn't matter. Turnover, Houston.
And we didn't see a lot of that high pick and roll two-man game that's been so effective for the Rockets between Kevin Durant and Alperen Sengun. Tried to get it done the first play, but turned it over.
Aaron Gordon left the game early. Jokic's jumper is good, and it cuts it to 1. Allie's got more on Gordon.
Yeah, and Aaron Gordon went down holding his hamstring in the first quarter. He was listed as questionable at that time with a hamstring strain. The Nuggets telling me he has been downgraded now to out. AG will not return tonight.
And a big loss for Denver. High-low action. Thompson couldn't catch it because the defense was there. Johnson gets a piece. Murray to Johnson. The drive and kick. Watson, the ball fake. Off the penetration, Jokic camps out in the lane and scores.
You know, that was actually really good defense by Houston getting back in transition, but the ball moves a lot faster than bodies. And that time, Denver able to dissect it a little bit more and got Jokic an easy one inside.
Durant bounces for Şengün. Swing for the Smith Jam. Off the rim. Clear it. Jokic. So you got Spencer Jones in there for Denver to open up this second half. That's shooting practice. Jokic around and down. It touched every part of the rim for three. And a foul called as Shepherd brought it across on Jones.
Well, I'm not the smartest, but I tell you what, get the ball to Jokic and he'll figure out a way to get it done. And in this third quarter, 3 looks, 3 conversions, jump shot, layup, and a 3.
And it's a 7-0 run for Jokic. Şengün, big time flush off the Euro drive.
Beautiful 2-man game in the middle of the court.
53-51, Denver, early stages, third quarter. Jokic defended by Şengün, isolation, head and shoulder fake. Jokic takes it in! Şengün just got served! Nikola Jokic with the crusher.
You see Zeke Naji? Oh, man.
55-51, Denver. Şengün trying to return the favor. Knock away, Johnson. Get it ahead, Watson. The long strike to the rim for 2. Denver creating offense in this third quarter. It's an 11-2 run for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic, a poster here in H-Town.
Time for 5 better moments presented by Emirates. And if you're ready for some high-flying action from big guys, don't look now. Got it over the top, and it doesn't matter how high you jump. It's just get to the rim and get it inside. 2 of the best below-the-rim players to have played this game.
There's just a savvy way in which they go about their business. But those 2 were highlights, legitimately. Maybe not the high-flying kind. Oh, Durant. Oh, the fake. Missed it on the J. Thompson working the glass. Tippin won't go. Smith is there. That gets denied by Jokic and knocked out of bounds.
Great second and third effort that time, and then Thompson couldn't get it done, but because of his activity, the possession got extended.
Houston is 1 of 5 from the field in the third quarter. They have 2 turnovers. Denver is 5 out of 5. Şengün shows it. He's one-on-one with Jokic. Pulled the chair out from under him. Yes, sir. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Denver. 3.1 on the shot clock.
3. That's Jokic take away the middle, but also push Şengün behind the backboard. Made it tough passing angle.
Thompson bounces. Smith comes up short. The ball somehow gets deflected in by Thompson. Excuse me.
That's just when you get out athlete right there. That's what it was.
And a steal. Thompson gathers and finishes. Transition deuce. The thievery and the jam.
I tell you, when you're a defensive-minded team, you're never out of games based on that activity.
Couple of energy plays from Amen Thompson to cut it to 2. Watson draws a crowd. That's really deep. Murray buries the triple. (60-55) Nuggets. Both teams enter action 1-1 in West Group C action in the cup. Şengün comes up short. Denver has not missed in the third, 6 of 6. Switch on defense. Murray using the Jokic screen. Jokic fills the cop.
But here's the thing, Murray, beautiful extra dribble. That hesitation drew Sengun over just a little bit more, knowing when to pass, when to cut. Those two, Murray and Jokic, got it down to perfection.
Working around the perimeter with Denver up by 7. Smith trying to use the body on Murray. Sengun intercepted. Gets a piece. Watson tracks it down. Shepherd the last man down there. And he's fouled. Watson is going to the free throw line. Smith was ranging over. Not sure Shepherd knew he had Smith behind him to potentially block it, so the foul is called.
But miscommunication on the turnover. And Peyton Watson eyes up on the rim. This Denver team talked about fast break points, 15 are they average. You know, on the season, they're right at 16.5. So doing some damage in that department.
David Adelman told us Peyton Watson had a bigger role the other night because of the absence of Aaron Gordon. But he has been very direct in telling him what he needs from him on a nightly basis, and that is to play outstanding defense and just let the offense come to him when it happens naturally. And Durant is fouled.
But, you know, for a role player like that, for Peyton Watson, you're not going to duplicate, replicate, or take over what Aaron Gordon does. But you do add value in some sense with your defense and your hustle, the ability to knock in threes. So you play within your role, and you'll find those minutes get extended a lot more.
And that's number 3 on Jokic. Durant wants free throws. He is not going to get them. Houston will have it on the side. The Denver lead is 9. Largest lead has been 13. Sengun, handoff for Durant. Rises up. Missed it. Offensive rebound. And Smith with a foul. Jabari Smith is now 1 of 9 from the field.
22 on shot clock.
He does have 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He's had some shots that, you know, have been under duress, but that time he stayed with it. And the easiest way to kind of break the schneid a little bit, get an offensive rebound or a layup. Feel good about yourself.
They had a stoppage because of a shot clock issue. They rectified it. Jokic put it on the board. It's a 3.
5 to 5 this quarter.
He's got 24 points, 14 in the third. It's been a Jokic takeover, and the lead has ballooned to 10. Sengun met by Johnson, by the open man. The jumper doesn't go for Smith. And the defensive board for Denver, they still haven't missed in the quarter, 8 of 8. Murray, 9 of 9. He spins it in. 12-point cushion for the Nuggets. Thompson to Sengun. He tried that drop step, and that's going to be number 4 on Jokic, a trip. So the fans react after the call on Jokic. 5:42 mark of the third quarter.
Now Jokic is telling Coach David Adelman, I'm good, even with the 4. That's an obvious foul, and Valanciunas is going back to sit down now.
Guess what? If Jokic speaks and you're the head coach, you probably listen.
Yeah, probably, and he did. Now, you know, this is where I think one-on-one defense up front on the perimeter is very important for Denver. You don't want Jokic picking up a cheap foul trying to help.
Durant bounces. Adams, kick, extra. Shepherd, got a 3, and a foul.
Amazing when the ball touches the paint. Now you got a 2-on-1 on the weak side, and of course is Reed Shepherd maintaining the spacing, and once again the follow-through foul, even though it was on the off shooting hand, still made contact.
And that is the 4th foul on Spencer Jones. So he will sit. Bruce Brown is in. And Sheppard converts on a 4-point play. He's got 24 points to lead the Rockets. 69-61. 5:25 remaining in the third. Murray defended by Okogie. Some action away from the ball. And Jokic got shoved. And it's going to be Durant. 14 to shoot. Nuggets are at 54% from the field. They are 9 of 9 in the third quarter. Jokic sizing up Adams. Help from Smith. No look to the corner. Brown misses on the J.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Half-court set. Sheppard defended by Brown. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. High screen Adams. Sheppard can't beat Brown off the dribble. 6 to shoot. Smith makes his move to the rim. Acrobatic finish for Jabari Smith Jr. Brown running the floor. And it rolls out. It's a 6-point game. Durant goes to work. Tosses it up. Fouled by his former teammate in Brooklyn, Brown.
Well, I know the shot didn't go in, but this pass here, Jokic knew exactly. Even when Jabari Smith Jr. comes by, zips it over. Bruce Brown, you got to make that shot.
Isn't that crazy,
you got to make that shot.
But Jim, if Bruce Brown makes the shot, that's a highlight everywhere.
That lives forever.
And instead, it just floats into the ether like it never happened. We showed one replay because we had to.
Who was it that, it was an interview when they said they felt pressure when the passes were coming from, it might have been Jokic to make the shot.
I buy it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay.
Yeah, you know
like
Bruce Brown is a great guy and a tremendous team player and incredibly well liked. That would have been one of the highlights of the year. Smith off the offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity on a tray. Houston is resilient. Fun one tonight between the Nuggets and the Rockets. Third quarter continues on Toronto. Play your game presented by FanDuel. Nikola Jokic with a hard jam at the rim. Reed Sheppard, 24 points on 5 of 7 from three-point territory. Also tonight, prime access thanks to Reed Sheppard and Jamal Murray.
Can I just talk to you? He's trying to put his hand as straight up as possible. What else can he do on that to not avoid a foul?
Yeah, I have him here.
You had him going down?
Yeah, I have him here in the contact.
Okay. I gotta hit it to stay in the game. I didn't think you were gonna throw it. I didn't think you were gonna throw it. So Rob, I got my mic on. Pass, baby! Go into this! Come on!
Hey, now that's celebration.
FanDuel is the best place for live betting and same-game parlays. Download the FanDuel app now. Play your game. Foul is called after the timeout. Adams is charged with a personal, and Jokic is going to the free throw line.
You know I would love to see Mike Dunn? You at a production meeting.
Would that be allowed? I'm not sure those words would be allowed.
I didn't say it would be allowed. I said I just love to see it.
I'd love to see it. I'm down.
You down with it?
I'm down.
Okay.
Nikola Jokic. And we've talked about the historic run that he's been on. He's now in that area where he's getting mentioned with Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's hitting certain markers. He's got 9 triple-doubles this season. Obviously averaging a triple-double, which he's done before. So that's good.
Take it for granted, right? You know it's a big deal. 173 triple-doubles. He has 17 in less than 30 minutes of play action.
Durant goes around Jokic. The pull-up pop. Gets the roll. There was a foul call.
But Steven Adams got pushed in the back, maybe by Peyton Watson.
So it's going to send Adams to the free throw line, not Durant. One shot.
That's right there, and that's Bruce Brown. You know, it's interesting because as much as Denver has gone on these runs, even early on, it always felt Houston was still there.
Agreed.
And this game is going to be one that maybe it's runs, but I think it comes down to which team, especially when we get into the fourth quarter, who can consistently get the stops on the defensive end. We're going to walk out of here with a W, I believe.
And an advantage within group play in West C. Winner here goes to 2-1. Jokic operating, hooks it inside, lost it. He lost it. Break opportunity for Houston. Smith on the move. Swing, swing. 20 time on the shot clock. Johnson face guarding Durant. They were traded for one another. Phoenix and Brooklyn. Kick, Okogie. Shot clock's winding down. Got it. It rips in on a three for Josh Okogie.
Wasn't pretty offense, but the ball landed in Okogie's hand. Awareness of the shot clock. Able to knock in a big-time three, put the Rockets up 2.
It's a 16-2 extended run. Jokic drives in on Adams. He was met there, and he's fouled. Rockets have made their last 5 shots. The latest from Josh Okogie.
Offensive rebound. How many times we see it? Offensive rebound results into a 3-point shot and make for the offensive team. Defense is scrambling.
26 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals for Nikola Jokic. Upcoming national TV schedule. NBA TV tomorrow night's got you covered with the Knicks in Orlando and Detroit taking on the Bucks. Peacock on Monday. Cleveland at Toronto. The Suns home for Houston. Check out NBA.com or visit the NBA app for more on these games. We are tied at 73. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Durant. One-on-one with Watson. Durant. Off the rim. It's grabbed by Jokic. Jokic, big against small. Off balance, missed it. Cleared by Adams.
And Jokic thought he was going to get the foul call on that one.
Smith pulls up. (76-73). Houston in front. The flyby. Hardaway. Foul is called. Tim Hardaway Jr. with a downtown hit and the horn.
Well, in transition, Jabari Smith. I'm going to go back to that offensive rebound when he finally was able to crack the scoring column to get that in, and the patience is a virtue for Tim Hardaway Jr. Points to him, said, I got you.
The question was whether or not that was a three-pointer. It was not. Right foot was clearly inside the arc. Hardaway just heard the announcement. So this will be for the tie. 2:17 mark of the third. Short. Hardaway has scored 9 off the bench. Rockets up by 1. Durant dealing with a wave of defenders. Okogie is going to drive it, dish it. Thompson's 3. No good. Okogie, the back tap trapped down by Holiday. 10 to shoot. Knock away by Hardaway. Durant will go to the other side. Thompson floated. Corner Okogie blocked by Brown. With .2 on the shot clock.
And all you can get with .2 is a tip in at the basket. You can't catch and shoot.
Thompson lobs. And there was activity inside. They were concerned about the tip in, and Adams got held.
And that's a dead ball foul, meaning you're going to get free throws, and they're
It's Valanciunas.
Well, it's right in here, but the officials are looking at. They gave the swirly finger.
Adams was making his case right away.
Under review to see if the foul occurred prior to the ball being released.
Yeah, so the question now is just the timing of it. When did the foul occur? When was the ball touched? Valanciunas still upset.
Well, it makes a difference because if the foul occurred when Adams was about to receive it, before the ball was touched, or when the ball is touched, then you don't get the free throws. But
the contact occurred before Adams touched it.
Exactly, like right there.
That's where the hand fighting takes place, and then Watson came in to grab it.
This should be an easy call for the official with regards to whether or not it's a dead ball foul.
Personal foul on Valanciunas. They're showing the replay on the big screen, so Valanciunas just got to look at it. And obviously the images are getting beamed back here to Houston from Secaucus, New Jersey at the replay center. Our crew chief tonight, the veteran Courtney Kirkland. Headset is off.
After review, the rule on the floor has been upgraded to an away from the play foul. Defense held the offensive player prior to the ball being released. Houston will shoot one free throw and then inbound the ball at the original throw is about 14 on the clock.
Yeah, this is what you mentioned. They're going to get the free throw and they're going to maintain possession with 14 on the shot clock.
But you just can't have that kind of mental mistake, knowing that you only have 0.2 seconds on the clock.
What's he going to do?
You just can't do that. And you know, those are the plays when you get the stop you want, but then you grant your opponent a possibility, you know, for a three-point play or possibly four-point possession.
And because it's an away from the play call, they can choose their free throw shooter, not Adams. They chose Holiday, who makes the free throw. So now Houston will have 14 seconds to work with. 1:41 to go in the third. Şengün. They send a second body, and Şengün is fouled. Watson was the front defender. The help came from Valanciunas. And it's going to be Watson picking up the first.
You got to stay disciplined here. You got Şengün, you got the double team coming. No need to stick that right leg out and commit the foul, in particular when Şengün is going away from the basket.
Şengün has not shot it well. He's 3 of 10 from the field. And that's a miss of the free throw line. Just 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for Alperen Şengün, now in his 5th year in the NBA. They signed him to a 5-year, $185 million deal. They knew what they had. If this guy was eligible for the Supermax right now, you're looking at a different stratosphere.
And that deal was done at the same time when they signed Jalen Green. To his money.
Valanciunas one-on-one with Şengün. Şengün takes the hit, no call. Valanciunas gets it to go on the interior.
Now, Valanciunas extended that off, but I think the exaggeration from Şengün is why the officials didn't call an offensive foul.
Adelman, though, wanted a flop called on Şengün. That was the motion he was making to the officials. Holiday, the fake, 1 minute to go here in the third. Having a catch with a Kobe. Holiday, electric slide 3, can't get the banker. And it's rebounded by Hardaway. 50 seconds to go in the third. 1-point lead for Houston. Hardaway, open look, buries it. It's a 3. 80-78, Denver. 40 seconds to play, third quarter. The Nuggets lead by 2. The bounce pass was errant. Şengün couldn't catch it. Turnover, Houston.
A tough angle to try to enter that in to Şengün.
Jim, Denver is shooting 80% from the field in the third quarter. They are 12 of 15. Murray forced to give up his dribble. Valanciunas is going to take it in on Şengün. Kick it for Hardaway. 8-second difference. Shot clock the game clock. Valanciunas takes and misses from the outside. Houston can hold for one here. 13 seconds to play in the third. Holiday with 6. One-on-one with Brown. Screen Adams. Murray switches. Corner. Okogie. As the quarter ends, Denver 80, Rockets 78. Emirates NBA Cup action, West Group C. It's a 2-point game in Houston. Thanks to DMX for welcoming us back for the fourth quarter. The Nuggets and the Rockets in a good one. Group of death, West Group C in the NBA Cup. Denver, Houston, San Antonio, Golden State, Portland all 1-1, but obviously the point differential could play a large role, and Denver right now has got the advantage at +25. You can watch all the Emirates Cup action tonight. Free NBA League Pass access exclusive to Prime. Once the games begin, simply press down on your remote, select Multi-View, US only, local blackouts apply. Start of the fourth quarter. Ian Eagle, Jim Jackson, Allie Clifton, the rest of our NBA on Prime crew. 80-78, Denver leads it, and we've got a foul 14 seconds into the fourth. Holiday shrugging his shoulders.
And I tell you what, going into this fourth quarter, a lot of the statistics for both teams are very close. The difference is 2-point field goal percentage. Right now, it's Denver at 56%, 44 points, and Houston 45%.
Jokic, rebounded by Thompson. Houston has 3 losses this season to Oklahoma City, Detroit, and San Antonio. Thompson, his ability to contort his body is next level. He gets to the rim to tie the game at 80. Murray gets to the interior and then goes down hard, as does Thompson at the end of the play.
You want to get a coach upset is when you score, but then you allow the team to drive at the full length and get a layup at the opposite end. Murray able to answer Ben Thompson's spectacular layup and play.
Shepherd gives it up. Smith. Spin down. A 3. Rockets go up by 1. Just over a minute gone by here in the fourth. Smith now got 15 points after the slow start. Murray gets the step. Little fend off, helped by Thompson. Turnover. Murray thought he was hit on the arm. Right now 5-on-4. Smith lines it up. Jabari Smith Jr. knocks it in from long range. This is the largest lead of the night for the Rockets.
Game of runs, it's a game of runs, and Houston right now seems to have momentum beginning of this fourth quarter.
Kick, Murray, jumper, string music for Jamal Murray. 86-85 Rockets. These are 2 big-time teams going at it. Shepherd, the zigzag move. Shepherd is fouled. And Reed Shepherd is going to the free throw line. He's got 24 points in 26 minutes of action.
Reed Shepherd. Smith maintaining that spacing. Passes on time and on target. Then we played a trailer. That roll right there, you're able to get inside, and then Jamal Murray not to be outdone. Familiar pass coming from Jokic.
Third foul on Bruce Brown. It will be Spencer Jones checking back in. Valanciunas is going to get a breather. Jones playing with 4 fouls. Shepherd nails a pair. Rockets up by 3. Shepherd picks up Murray. Adams baseline for 2 little nooks and crannies.
But give Jokic a lot of credit because the defense shifted to him. That opened up the gap for Brown to be open at the baseline.
Thompson. He's just got an explosive quality. And Amen Thompson continues to do work on the interior. Jokic, give it up. Hardaway rims out. Rebounded by Smith. 90-87, Houston. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. Thompson, he's going to take it and make it from the outside. Amen Thompson showing off all the skills. This is the largest lead for Houston tonight, 5.
Amen Thompson getting downhill. His shot profile changed a little bit by playing the point, but if he can get ahead of steam, that opens it up for a nice little 15-foot jump shot. And Fred VanVleet, that's what I'm talking about, young fella.
Fiber-powered internet, the most reliable internet you can count on. And by Carfax. Say, show me at Carfax.com. 8:54 to play, fourth quarter. We rejoin you here at Toyota Center. 92-87, the Rockets lead the Nuggets. Jokic out of the timeout, drains it from straight away. Nikola Jokic. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Hardaway defending Şengün. Spins and scores.
Well, we talked about how similar the two are. Both in the middle of the court, both able to decipher how the defense is guarding them, and then assess the situation and make the appropriate play.
Got a kick ball with 17 to shoot.
This is I think that's the same play at the beginning of the fourth quarter that they ran for, even the third quarter for Jokic.
Jokic puts it on the deck, driving dish. It's a jump shot for Jones, and it's good for 3. Everybody getting in on the act for Denver. Spencer Jones with his first points on his first shot of the night.
That's the reason why he was open, Bird. He made him pay for it.
2-point lead for Houston. Under 8 minutes to go. Holiday, shot clock a factor. Şengün takes a peek. Şengün trying to fake out Jokic, tosses it up, no call. And a shot clock violation, turnover, Houston.
Yeah, that's excellent disciplined defense by Jokic not to go for the pump fake. And a lot of times when you're leaning in like that, as a result, the offensive player can pick up that foul, but not on that occasion. Jokic said, I do that exact same move. I'm not going for it.
Denver enters action at 11-3. Their losses came to Golden State, Portland, and Chicago. Their final cup game and group play will be next week, home for San Antonio. They've got a game against Sacramento tomorrow night. Jokic, deep one, off the heel. Rebound, battle, saved by Jones. Murray, second chance. Can't hit the 3. And a foul on Jokic.
Is that 5?
It is.
Yes.
So the box out there by Jabari Smith Jr. coaxes Jokic into his 5th foul.
Look, it's a beautiful box out, all hands on deck on the defensive glass, and that's a huge foul to pick up with 7:19 left in the game. And if you're David Adelman, you're rolling the dice just a little bit here by keeping Jokic in the game.
Aaron Gordon injured early, strained hamstring, will not return for the Nuggets. Shepherd lines it up. Air ball. Ball ricochets to Smith. He couldn't finish it. Rebound. Loose ball foul. Johnson got his hands on it. Adelman reacted because he didn't hear the whistle early enough. And a foul is called off the rebound action on Thompson.
But you notice something, when Jabari Smith Jr. went up for that shot, Jokic tried to get out the way. He did not want to be in the scrum, so to speak, and pick up his 6th foul.
Murray bounces for Jokic. 2-man action. 8 to shoot. Murray trying to find the open man, puts it up, splash. For Jamal Murray. 19 points, tied at 94. 6.5 remaining in the fourth. Durant's been quiet by his standards. Bounce it, Şengün somehow handles it and slams! Şengün, ferocious finish! '96-94 Rockets. Murray handling it like a Harlem Globetrotter. Jokic can't hit the three. And the rebound to Smith. He's been strong on the boards. 11 rebounds for Jabari Smith Jr. 96-94 Rockets. Thompson spins against the grain, steps through, can't finish. Rebound poked to the outside, claimed by Murray. And a foul is called. Şengün will pick it up.
Murray able to get around, stay patient. More importantly, he kept that pivot foot down, not to be outdone. Şengün lost the handle, but still under control.
Nuggets have Murray, Johnson, Hardaway, Watson, and Jokic on the floor. Şengün recovers, trying to defend Jokic. Kick, Hardaway, short. And a loose ball foul, and it's staying right here. Şengün upset. He's going to pick up the foul. That is number 4 on Şengün.
Well, it's the extension right there. I think if he would have been fine if he didn't extend both arms out, because the ball would have been secured by his teammate off that shot.
Jokic goes to work. Kick. Johnson. Not hard. Big time shot for Cam Johnson to put the Nuggets up by 1. Back and forth we go with 5 minutes to play. Durant crosses. Durant jumper. And a discard. Johnson hits the deck. Another foul call against the Rockets. It is Şengün, number 5.
Well, the line of sight, the pass, Cam Johnson able to knock it in, and then the push in the back once again by Şengün. Well, that's important too. Now you got Johnson going to the free throw line.
The Rockets are over the limit. The headline coming in was the battle between Şengün and Jokic. They both have 5 fouls with 4:54 to go.
And it's been the others on both sides who've been able to step up and make some big-time shots.
It's a 3-point Denver lead. Under 5 minutes to play. Thompson, hard drive, hangs, tipped home by Şengün. It's going to be waved off. On the cylinder, no basket for Houston. Udoka is looking at his bench to see if they should challenge him.
Is it over the front? That's the question right there. Smartly didn't challenge him to lose that timeout.
Johnson sets the screen for Murray. Murray falls out. Rebounded by Thompson. Streaking ahead. Early offense for Durant. Isolation against Murray. Durant blocked by Murray. Controlled by Watson. Loop it ahead. We approach 4 minutes to play. Denver up by 3. Jokic to the rim. Denied. Durant was waiting. Houston opened up the quarter 6 of 6. Since they've gone 1 of 7. Şengün Euros kicks. Smith 3. No. Offensive rebound. Şengün. Durant. No good. Back to Shepherd. He's fouled. 3-point territory, and Shepherd is going to the line with a chance to tie.
Well, let's go back to defense. A lot of times you'll see this, a double team coming on Kevin Durant. Who would have thought Murray was able to get that shot up top and then Durant to return it on the opposite end. Scrambling defense, leave your feet, uncontrolled closeout leads Reed Shepherd to the line for 3.
Houston has missed 6 straight shots, yet they have a chance to level this game at 99. Shepherd's got 27 points. Rims out. Adams back in. He will replace Şengün with those 5 fouls. Third one here for Reed Shepherd, and he missed it. Just 1 out of 3. Shepherd is 4 of 6 at the line. 99-97 Nuggets. Jokic hands to Hardaway. Hardaway kicks it for Watson. Shot clock is down to 4. Jokic turnaround. Money. 101-97. 32 for Nikola Jokic. Thompson tipped by Johnson. The drive, Smith, the Euro, push shot, no. Tip-toe by Adams. Back to a 2-point game, under 3 minutes to play. What a battle tonight here in Houston. Johnson, hard drive, kick. Jokic, 10 to shoot, lob it up, caught by Watson. Saves it, Murray, waiting, gets it back, Murray, bang! 103-99. 21 points, 10 assists for Jamal Murray. The Denver lead is 4, 2:20 to go. Screen from Adams, releases, 8 to shoot. Durant comes to the ball. Smith, he steps on the sideline. Turnover. With just over 2 minutes to go, Denver got possession and a 4-point lead. Intense NBA Cup action tonight between the Nuggets and Rockets.
And now for fourth quarter factors presented by Universal Orlando Resort. It's Nikola Jokic. I know he's only 2 for 6 here in the fourth quarter, but you have to honor what he's been able to do in regards to playmaking and hitting big shots. He's always going to be involved in the offense at some point. We saw the jump shot over Steven Adams just a possession ago. You got to honor that, knowing the ball will be in his hands this last 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah, this has been a tight one through the fourth quarter. Murray gets it into play here with Johnson. Lost his footing, lost the ball, out of bounds. Turnover, Denver.
Yeah, like a receiver taking his eye off the ball before they catch it. Keep in mind, Denver, 3 games this year, clutch game situations 0-3. Houston 7 is 4-3.
Inside, Thompson punches it down. Got a 2-point game with 1:43 to go. Murray, swing. Jokic. Rounded out. Rebounded by Durant. Rockets are down by 2. 1:25 on the clock. Sengun the catch, the kick. Jumper, Smith too strong. Box out, Murray couldn't grab it. Out of bounds, Houston retains with 14 on the shot clock, 1:16 on the game clock.
But that was an excellent rotation over by Murray to force Sengun in that two-man game to get it out of his hands.
Sengun and Jokic both playing with 5 fouls. Sengun couldn't get it to Durant initially. Now he does. 8 to shoot. Durant, his team down by 2. Sengun deflected and taken away. Nuggets come up with a steal. Under a minute to go. Jokic, screen from Johnson. 10 to shoot. 50 seconds to play. Murray drives in. Murray protects himself and scores. Critical basket with 46 seconds to go. 23 points, 10 assists for Jamal Murray. And the Nuggets are up by 4. Sengun, spin to the rim. Denied! Watson went way upstairs to reject it. 30 seconds left. Nuggets playing keep away. Houston not fouling. And now they do.
Yeah, but I wonder why they took so much time off the clock. If you're going to foul, preserve some time on the game clock and watch the savviness of Jamal Murray. You wait, and then he leans into his right, providing space to finish it off with his left hand. Murray, 10 for 16, 23 big-time points. How about the 10 assists?
From the wing, presented by Wingstop, Jamal Murray has put Denver up by 5. 5th foul on Jabari Smith Jr. 23.4 to play. Substitution with Jones replacing Hardaway. Six-point lead. Murray shoots it at 93%. And a timeout taken by Ime Udoka. 107 to 101. Denver in the driver's seat. Wayfair, it's coming up next. Taylor, Swin, Udonis, Dirk, and Candace standing by. Emirates NBA Cup action all around the league. Golden State's got a 4-point advantage on Portland. 4th quarter action as part of West Group C. So Denver looking to move to 2-1. Golden State trying to move to 2-1. Houston started the 4th quarter 6 of 6. They led by 5. Since that point, they've gone 3 of 14. Denver has been the team that's gotten the stops when it matters most. Thompson, he laces a 3. 107 to 104. 17 seconds left, and Johnson is fouled by Durant. Thompson's got 22 points. It's a 1-possession game, but free throws coming up for Cam Johnson.
Well, that time a quick hit and play, able to knock it in. Set your defense, force Denver. If they want to finish this game, to finish it off from the free throw line.
80% on the season, 85% in his career. Cam Johnson. Four-point advantage for Denver. 16.8 on the clock. They get Jokic out of there because he's got 5 fouls, so they don't want him to pick up a cheap one off potential rebound action. So he remains in the game, but just not along the lane. 2 out of 2 for Johnson. 109-104 Denver. Smith gets it ahead for Thompson. 14 seconds left. Thompson fakes on a 3 instead, and Sengun, who puts it down with 11.2. Back to a three-point game and a foul called with 10.3. They're going to play the foul game and a free throw game. Denver's got a bunch of excellent free throw shooters on the floor.
An excellent decision that time by Jokic. How quickly he got the ball out of bounds, because if not, that defense sets now. Houston is able to try to get a trap in the corner, make it difficult to get the ball inbounded or on that second pass.
Murray tonight is 2 of 2. Missed it. .3 remaining. Two-possession game. Timeout Rockets. 110-106. Denver trying to hang on in Houston with 10 seconds left. Matchups. Watch 12+ hours of live sports, including the NFL with Bears versus Eagles, followed by an Emirates NBA Cup doubleheader. It all starts with the return of the Skins game at 9 a.m. Eastern. Don't miss Black Friday game day only on Prime. 10.3 on the clock. Houston is now out of timeouts. Denver's got a 4-point lead on the Rockets. Thompson trying to get it into Durant. Instead, it's Şengün out near the rim. 7 seconds left. Deep in the corner. It goes! Jabari Smith Jr. cans it and cuts it to 1. 5.5 to play. Timeout. Denver. Smith has got 21 points, his 5th made 3 of the night.
Look how much, it's not a lot of space, 1, to get the pass, 2, the awareness not to step out of bounds, either the sideline or on the baseline. Look at the concentration, the focus. Spencer Jones did not want to encroach upon the space, hit arm straight in the air. I tell you what, that 3 ball is the equalizer, man. Keeps you in the game. No lead is safe.
Jim, we have no idea how this is all going to play out over the course of the season, but if these two teams were ever to meet in the postseason, that would be highly entertaining.
I want all 7 of those games. All 7.
All right, 5.5 left. Denver, a couple of keys. You got to get it in cleanly, and then if you're Houston, if you don't come up with a steal, it's the quick foul, trying to leave as much time left as possible on the clock.
Well, you know, you got to be careful, too. You're going to throw this in the backcourt. Your teammate better be wide open, okay? Because that can lead to an easy shot.
So the timeout called allows Denver to advance it, but they can spread it with their 4 on the court, and Johnson the inbounder. Lob it, knock away, Thompson out of bounds with 4.1.
Yeah, that's a tough angle to try to throw the ball into Nikola Jokic with not a lot of room to work with. Look where the ball is at now. That coffin corner. This could be tipped.
And it's going to be Hardaway as the entry man. 4.1 on the clock, 1-point game. Defended by Durant. Hardaway tries to get it in, does. Jokic tosses it up. No shot, but a foul given. So 2 free throws for Jokic, not 3, which means the Rockets are still alive with 2.7 left.
And, well, let's go back at the foul first, because couldn't get the pass initially. Jabari Smith Jr. reaching, got him right there before the shot was off. Now, Houston doesn't have a timeout. So this has to be a full court play no matter what happens on the free throws.
And Jabari Smith has fouled out, so he is no longer an option for the Rockets. 21 points, 11 rebounds for Smith. For Jokic, 32 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. It's a 2-point lead for Denver. 2.7 on the clock. Portland mounting a comeback, 108 to 102. They now lead the Warriors in Group C action. Jokic nails both. The door is still open here for Houston. 112 to 109. Get it in for Şengün. Şengün at the horn. It's off the mark. A critical cup win for the Denver Nuggets. They defeat the Rockets 112 to 109. And it came down to the last moment. Nikola Jokic seals it at the free throw line. Houston had one last chance on a desperation three. That was just off the mark for Alperen Şengün.
But Şengün able to get around Jokic, get a good look at it, but a little wide left. And that pushes Denver now to 5-3. And in clutch game situations, 1-4 in clutch game situations, 4 for 4.
Send it over to Alec.
Thanks so much, Ian. Nikola, 10 lead changes, 7 times tied. They say the cup will do that to you. Mentally, physically, what did this one require from your squad?
We knew that it's going to be a physical game. We knew that, they're really good. They're a really good team. They have so many weapons, and good job. We expected that. We had the lead, and we had I think 2 times or 3 times 10-point lead, and they came right back to the game. But on the end, we found a way. We executed. We made the big stops in the end, and we made some big free throws, and that's why we won the game.
A game that presented a little bit of everything for you. An assist shy of a 34-point triple-double. You had a throwdown that had your teammates in awe, all the while playing with a little bit of foul trouble. How were you able to impose your will?
I think the foul trouble is just might I say, because how many games you get fouled out in the career. So I think fouls is your friend, and you use the fouls to stop the easy baskets or whatever. So, I had a good game, but I'm just happy that we won a game.
Coach told us before the game that the result of this one would tell a lot about your squad. What does it say about you guys right now?
Definitely, like I said, they're really good. They're a really good team. They have so many talent, and we responded. Even AG was out, CB was out, but we still had guys to step up the role and played really well.
Nikola, I appreciate the time.
Thank you very much.
I am back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks so much. You asked David Adelman prior to the game, is this a measuring stick? He said, I do believe in that theory. It's always circumstantial based on where you are, where your opponent is, injuries, what have you. But if it is a measuring stick, this was a strong showing by the Denver Nuggets.
Another big-time road victory in a tough environment. Listen, may not have been the high-scoring affair that we thought it would be, but it was a lot of drama.
That's going to do it from the Toyota Center in Houston. 112 to 109, the final for Jim Jackson, Allie Clifton, Ian Eagle saying good night from Houston. Coming up next, NBA Nightcap presented by Wayfair. Nuggets win a big one in the NBA Cup.
Max One Music. music.